Well, while looking for parts for my LJ, we were on the internet and kind of discovered these channels about overlanding. So with that in mind, we proceeded late last summer to get a rooftop tent. Didn't get out very much for the LJ. Recently after that, we purchased the Raptor. And just 2 days ago, the brand new Rubicon 2022. So we're hoping to get out a little bit more this summer. As you can see here in Minnesota, we're not going to get too far just yet. Here we have Lisa's brand new 2022 Rubicon off-road package, Snazberry red, beautiful vehicle. There's beside it is the 2005 LJ, which I've had for a couple years. Just put the tent and stuff on last fall, and we purchased a Raptor, a 2012 Raptor, in case we want to trailer one way out or use that. Currently building a rooftop rack for that, so we'll be able to take the tent from any which vehicle we decide to take and go with. Brand new rack sitting in the shop, just waiting to be bolted onto the new Jeep. Here comes Lisa, first time out, gonna play in the snow. Brand new, sun's right in her eyes, but pretty awesome machine. Gotta be proud of that. Making around the yard ornaments here. Just out playing. We've got Lisa's new Rubicon in the shop here today. Gonna start trying to build a few things for it. Kinda gonna try and take a little overlanding trip at the end of the week. There's a nice rooftop rack we got to put on top of there for the tent and everything. That's going on tomorrow. And today I'm going to start building a little bit of a saddle type mount for a couple of small fuel cans over the top of the spare tire. Try and utilize that space a little bit. They make some pretty nice strap ones, but awful expensive. You stick $300–400 into just getting 4 gallons of fuel on the back. So I like to build stuff anyway, so we're gonna try and fashion some steel around the top, maybe nest a couple simple 2-gallon cans off to the side. Kinda not too good, I'm kinda too close here. But build a little rack over the top, we set a few other things. Maybe build a deal off the receiver hitch that we can get the high lift jack crossways on there, maybe a propane tank off the corner, and a few little fun things like that. So a little bit of mud all over everything right now. The frost's not even out yet, so it's very nice outside, but very muddy. You can't move without getting everything just covered. Get making a few parts here, and we'll take some shots as we go. All right, well, got a few parts bent up here, kind of got things tacked together. Don't know exactly how it's gonna be yet. Gonna bend up some nice loops around those fuel tanks and cut those ears. They're just kind of out there right now, never learned, because I don't know really what I need yet. There'll be 2 ratchet straps that will come off the steel and go down around the tire to hold it onto there. And then we're gonna do something with the top. I don't know, maybe it'll be a spot for our camp stove, our solo fire pit, or not really sure yet there. But getting a little bit of an idea, just kind of building as I go. Thinking it out as I go. Not sure what we're doing. We could make a little rack on the top to hold a couple more fuel cans, or just about anything. There's always something that's gonna have to be strapped on there, so I'm gonna start bending up some small rod to go around those so those cans will nest right down in there. See what we can work out. Just kind of cheap little cans, but 10 bucks a piece. Can't hardly beat that, so pretty tough, so I think they'll be good. All right, make some more parts. All right, today in the shop, we kind of finally really tore Lisa's Jeep down. A little scary, brand new thing. Take nuts and bolts off and don't want to scratch things. Today we're going to install the ARB rooftop rack, base rack. Take some drilling, mounting and drilling into this brand new roof, so it's black. I can always do some body work on it, I suppose, if we mess up too bad, but you end up pulling it all down, pulling the roof rack off, or the top off, I should have said, and we have to relocate the satellite radio antenna, which is in the middle of the Jeep, and move that up towards the windshield. And give it a little shot. Looks kind of cool when you start getting it stripped down a little bit. Seems to be a very nice looking rack. It's a real low profile, should only be about 2.5 inches off the top of the roof, so it doesn't look like some big pipe structure and all this and that. And we want to be able to put the rooftop tent on and awning and stuff, so it seems like they have a very nice package. Lots of accessories that just bolt on simple, even though I like weld and everything, but we actually even took the directions out. I mean, that's kind of scary for me. I laid it all out first and figured it out before we looked at the directions. So next step is we'll relocate that antenna, and then we'll get some brackets on there and put that roof back on and mark some holes, pull it off. Tried to look up how it was done, but nobody evidently has put one of these on a JL, so we'll kind of wing it. We can figure it out though, so. All right, we're gonna get back to it. All right, we got that satellite radio sensor moved, antenna I should say. That was kind of a project. You had to drop down all the plastic around the speakers, all this and that, which would be no problem if you knew right where everything was supposed to come apart, but the plastic clips don't always come out so good, but it worked out fine. These are the front brackets. Next step will be to throw the rooftop back on there, mark 6 holes for the bolts to go through these brackets, bring it back off, drill them. Then we will be putting it back on and hopefully staying on that time, and we will put what they call the blade assemblies onto the top and drill a few more holes, and hopefully that'll kind of do her. So, all right, we'll get back at it. All right, yesterday afternoon we finished up getting this ARB base rack on top of the Jeep. Real nice rack, really looks good on there. Looks like it belongs. A little bit of fight putting it in there. Kind of tough to start drilling holes in a brand new rig like that, but we got her without wrecking anything. But now today we'll get the rooftop tent and awning and all that stuff around and get that fitted to it, and we'll go from there. Pretty nice streamlined look to it though. All right, we finally got that rack on to the brand new Jeep over there. We're gonna take it here from the LJ, take the rooftop tent over and move it over to the JL. Try and keep that all straight, tell ya. New one, we're gonna try a long trip here, so we're thinking this new one might be a lot nicer cruising down the highway and off the road and everything. So we're still keeping the old one here. Though it's nice Jeep, but it's kind of small to fit all the stuff a person wants to fit in there. So I already got the awning pulled off laying down here. That's just a piece of masking tape up there just so I could draw center on there for getting things figured out. So could take the forklift and pick it off and set it over on there. It's more fun. We'll just wrestle it across a couple 2x4s or something like that. But kind of cool. Quite a few years in difference here, 2005 to 2022. So pretty cool. We're gonna get that moved over. All right, tents on, roof racks on, of course. Got the awning on. Built this little fuel tank holder here. Got them real nice pack cans or whatever they call them there. Nice locking little things. It cost about $300-400 by the time we'd have got 4 gallons on the back. So welded up a little bit of a frame. Couple nice 2-gallon cans from Fleet Farm. Couple ratchet straps around the tire. Took a little quick trip to Walmart last night. Everybody's got these fancy garbage bag things on the back. They're quite a bit of money too. Picked up a little luggage bag type deal. I'll puff up. I think I could get a couple bundles of firewood in it actually. Or we can haul all of our garbage and everything. And it will fold down to about 3 inches thick. A couple straps across there. It's gonna make a really clean little deal for a few bucks. Yeah, this is the new propane pit. A lot of these places we're gonna go, they got fire bans on and you can't have a regular fire, so it's kind of what everybody's using. That's on high. It's pretty cool though. It's like sitting around a real fire. It's pretty cheap too. It's only like 115 bucks. Kind of nice by a camper or anything.